Hello students, today we are going to understanding the what synopsis on electric potential and capacitance. So what is electric potential means? So work done per unit charge by an external agent in moving the test charge from reference point to the desired point. So then that is work done per unit charge, that is W by Q naught. We can see that W divided by Q naught. Okay, so its SI unit is volt. The 1 volt means what? Joule per coulomb. So that is what joule per coulomb is the. It is a scalar quantity. This electric potential is a what? A scalar quantity. So if any point, so electric potential due to an isolated point charge we are going to see, no. So it is placed at a certain distance. So then we are going to see that Vp equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Okay, so then electric potential we can write down in terms of what due to the what system of charges. If the multiple charges are there, so then how to write down it means V equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught summation Qi by Ri. We are going to understanding that. So now this electric potential due to the what dipole, we are going to take the what dipole. So there it is the one Mn is the what 2 points are there. So on M we are going to place the one positive charge and N we are going to place the what negative charge. Then it is because the what a dipole, electric dipole. Electric dipole means two equal and opposite charges separated by a certain distance. So that is P equal to Q into D. We are going to write on it. So if it is any point, if it is there, then 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta by R square we are taking it. So theta, it is the angle AON we are taking. That is the angle what AON. So then at theta equal to 0, V equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square. So that is we are going to see that axial position. Okay, that we are going to call the what axial position. So and if it is 90 degree, cos 0 is 1, P into 1 is P, we are going to get it. So because of that we are getting this value. If theta is 90, cos 90 is 0, anything multiplied with the 0 is 0 only. So then that will be, it is at the what equatorial position we are going to see that. That position we are going to call the what equatorial position. Next, equipotential surface. What do you know about the equipotential surface? Means the potential is same at all the points on the surface, that we are going to call the equipotential surface. So component of electric field parallel to an equipotential surface is 0. So that equipotential 0 means electric field, if you are taken electric field, so this is the electric field parallel to the equipotential surface. These are the what electric fields we are going to see that. So that will become the what 0. So electric field it will become what 0, because here potential is equal to constant. So inside the conductor electric field always we are going to see that 0, but potential it is constant. So this is the what mark it is saying that equipotential surface. Okay, next we can understand. Okay, so now we can understanding the what electric potential energy. So electric potential energy, it is negative work done by the what electric force. As the configuration of the system we are going to see that charges. So UR2 minus UR1. So that is negative work done, minus Q, minus W. So that is a minus W is there, that equal to Q1 dot Q2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. So this is 1 by R2 minus 1 by R1. If the separation between the charges is R, okay, so then we can take UR equal to Q1 Q2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R, we are going to take it. So next potential difference VB minus VA equal to UB minus UA divided by Q, because you can see that it's a water work done. So work done, potential energy means capacity to do the work. So that is a potential equal to work done by charge, we can write down. The same thing, potential difference equal to, so difference in the potential, that is UB minus UA divided by Q. UB minus UA is called change in the potential energy, that is difference in the potential energy, and Q is called what a test charge. Q it is called a test charge. Now Next we can understanding that potential energy of a dipole. So that is a potential energy equal to Pe sin theta into d theta. This is nothing but what torque, tau into d theta. Okay, torque it is there. So if we choose the potential energy of a dipole to be 0, if we choose that dipole energy to be what a 0, then when it is means theta equal to 90 degree. So then we can see that u theta minus u 90 equal to integration of 90 to theta, limit we have substituted Pe sin theta d theta. Integration of sin theta is minus cos theta, we are getting it, minus Pe cos theta, that is a P minus P vector dot E vector. So that dipole it is rotated through angle theta, it must be what against the what torque. So then we are getting this equation. Okay, so then we are getting this equation. Okay, so now we can go into understanding that capacitance. So capacitance already we knowing that what is a capacitance means what. So capacitance it is nothing but the water, it's a ratio of the water charge to the potential, that is Q by V, we can see that. Okay, Q divided by V, that is capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor we can write on C equal to K divided by epsilon naught A divided by D. So where K is called a dielectric constant. So again capacitance when material slab is inserted between the plates, then C equal to K epsilon naught A divided by KD minus X bracket K minus 1, we can see that, where X is the water thickness of the slab inserted. So next capacitance of a spherical capacitor means C equal to 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2, if you take the two spherical capacitors. Okay, so if it is isolated, then we can see that C equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into R. So parallel grouping of capacitance, when the capacitors are connected in parallel, so then we are getting the C equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3 dash plus Cn. So for two capacitance we are taken the C equal to C1 plus C2. So series grouping of capacitance, we can see that 1 by C equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. So dash 1 plus 1 by Cn. So for two capacitance we can write down the what C equal to C1 plus C1 C2 divided by C1 plus C2. So energy stored in a capacitor, that is U equal to 1 by 2 CV square, that equal to Q square by 2C. Okay, so again further we can see that some more points. Now we can understanding the some more point regarding about the electric field and electric potential. So that is electric field and electric potential due to various charge distribution. Okay, so here I make the one part it is about the details of charge distribution with the point observation, and another one we are going to understanding that electric potential, electric field and electric potential. Suppose if it is first one, we are going to take that point charge. Okay, so point charge we are taking it. Okay, so that is Q, we can write down. Point charge is the what Q. So if it is there, so then we are going to plot the one graph like this way. So this is the one what. So this is O is the one origin, we can see that. So one charge it is placed at this point. So then we are going to find out the what at a certain distance at this point R vector we are taking that. So then electric field E vector and potential. Okay, so potential is a scalar quantity, electric field is a vector quantity. So then what will be its formulas? Okay, so electric field and electric potential formula we are going to see that E equal to K divided by Q by R square, and potential equal to K divided by Q by R. Okay, so E equal to K Q divided by R square and V equal to K Q by R. So now you can see the graph. If you have taken the graph like this way, okay, so this is electric field versus distance. So we are getting the what graph is like this. Okay, so that is the what a graph. So that is 1 by R square. So 1 by R square, and this graph also it is inversely proportional. So little bit it will going to change. Sorry, potential and because this is r square we are taking, this is the what r. Okay, so little bit it will going to be changes. So this is the what regarding about the graph. Now second we can see that linear charge. Linear charge. So linear charge, it is like this. So we can see that this is the one linear charge distribution. This is positive charge we are taking it. Somewhere we are taking on point P. Okay, so that is the one point P. So we are taking it, and from this here we can see the one straight path, that is the straight line at the center of this one. It's making an angle to this point is called alpha, and this point we are going to see that beta. Okay, alpha and beta we are taking it. So electric field along x direction, that is Ex vector, we can take it, along a y direction, that is Ey, we are taking it. So then how to get the equation, because electric field is a vector quantity, so that's why we are taking what, two directions. Okay, so first we are going to see that electric field along x direction. So that is the Ex. This is Ex equal to K. Okay, as we are knowing that electric field equal to K means what, 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q is the charge. Here that this is the what linear charge we are taking it. That is linear charge is nothing but the what lambda. So lambda equal to charge per unit length. That is capital Q divided by L. Okay, so capital Q divided by L. Charge per unit length we are taking it. So that is Ex equal to K lambda by R bracket sin alpha plus sin beta. We are taking the formula like this way along x direction. Along the what x direction, that is Ex equal to K lambda by R sin alpha plus sin beta we are taking it. Okay, so now along y direction, so that is Ey equal to K lambda by R. So here we are going to take the word cos beta plus sin alpha. Cos beta plus sin alpha. So this is what regarding about the electric field. Now we are going to see that electric potential. We are going to understanding the what electric potential. So this is the length L we are taking, this is R. Okay, so electric potential we are going to see that so V equal to 2K lambda log to the base E bracket. Okay, so this is the what L what we are going to call the length of the conductor. R is the what the distance from the that conductor to the point P, that is observation point P we are taking, no. So that is the equation. So that is a log. So we are going to write down this. So that is V equal to 2K lambda log to the base E square bracket. So square root of R square plus L square minus 1. So divided by square root of R square plus L square plus 1. So that formula we are using it. Okay. Next, so charged circular ring, we can see that third point is the charged circular ring. Charged circular ring. So this is the one ring. So it is charged by the positively charged. Okay, this is the positive charge. So this is the radius R we are taking. The radius, it is the one R from the center O. Okay, R from the center O we are taking. So this one point P we are taking it, that is the observational point. The distance is the r. So this P is called electric potential, and this one is electric field. It is in the direction like this. So then how we are going to write down its formula? So electric field, okay, charged circular ring, how we are going to write down means the electric field formula is E equal to K Q R divided by R square plus capital R. This is the what? Capital R square to the power of 2. Small r means the center from that point P, that is the small r I have taken it, and the capital R is the radius of that ring we are taking it. So that is a K Q R divided by small r square plus capital R square to the power of 3 by 2 we are taking it. Okay, 3 divided by 2 we are taking it. Now next we are going to see that at the center in a plane. So at the center in a plane, what will be the electric field? So at a center in a plane, at the center in a plane, so that is small r equal to 0. If r equal to 0, then what will be the electric field at this point? Okay, the electric field at this point is equal to 0. Okay, so that is E center equal to 0. E center equal to what? 0. E center equal to 0. Now at position at R we are taking it. At the position at R. Okay, somewhere it is a position at R equal to plus or minus r divided by root 2. If the distance it is equal to the water, small r equal to plus or minus r divided by root 2. What will be the electric field value? So one NEET exam, this type of one problem we have solved it. So that ultimately we are getting the what? One E maximum. E maximum equal to, okay, so 2kq 3 square root of 3 r square divided by, okay, so that is a 2kq divided by 3 square root of 3 r square. Okay, so that means it is maximum. This will be what? Electric field, it is maximum. So this is the maximum. When it is maximum means this is the what? Small r equal to, so r divided by root 2. When it is max, it is there, no? So then it is the what? E, it will be the maximum. That is the maximum we are getting. So that is E maximum equal to 2kq divided by square root of 3 root 3 r square we are getting it. Now next at position at r is much greater than r. Small r is at position small r is much greater than r. If it is much greater than, if it is much greater than r, so then what will be the answer we are getting? So this will be equal to 0. So then it will be get cancelled. So then one r also get cancelled. That is E equal to, okay, so kq by this is 0, no? So get r cube 1r. So that is 1 divided by r square. Okay, so k, so E equal to kq by r square. Okay, so now this is about the what? Electric field. Now we can see that electric potential. So what are the answers we can see now? Electric potential means V equal to kq by, okay, kq divided by, so this is r square plus capital R square to the power of 1 by 2. That will be the power of 1 divided by 2. So at position r is much greater than capital R. So then this will be equal to 0. So then V equal to kq divided by square root of this one is r square, means this simply we are getting the what? R divided by simply we are getting the r. So then it's a what a reciprocal of the distance, that is d versus r. If you are taken, then we are getting this type of curve. We are getting what that type of curve. Now next we are going to understanding that infinite thin plane sheet. So I think it is first. This is the third point. Infinite thin plane sheet. Infinite thin plane sheet of charge. Thin plane sheet of a charge we are taking it. So this is the one infinite plane sheet, that is the charge we are considering. Okay, so if at somewhere we are going to take the distance r, okay, the distance is the point P we are taking, that is electric potential and electric field. What will be the value of that electric field and electric potential? So at any position we are taken that. So at any position. At any position if you are taken, then E equal to sigma divided by 2 epsilon naught we are getting. So that is E equal to what is that? Sigma divided by 2 epsilon naught we are getting it. So then if you take the graph electric field versus R, so then linear we are getting it. So what we are getting now? Linear curve we are getting. Next we are going to see that potential. So potential, what about the potential means? So V equal to sigma R divided by 2 epsilon naught plus C. 2 epsilon naught plus C. So then the graph, what will be the graph? It is increasing. So what linearly it is going to be increases. Now if it is two plane sheet, we are considering that, if it is a two plane sheet, okay, so one is this is A, this is the sigma plus we are taking, this is what plus sigma, and both are it is positive only here. Okay, so this is also sigma we are taking. This point is a B point, this is the C point, this is A point, B point and C point. So what will be the electric field at A, B and C, that we can see that. So the electric field at the A is minus sigma by epsilon naught, because it is in opposite direction, this direction. Okay, so at the EB it is equal to 0, at the center is equal to what 0. Electric field at the point P, it is equal to B, it is equal to 0. Okay, so that will be equal to 0. So next EC we are getting, what will be the value of EC is sigma by epsilon naught, that is sigma divided by epsilon naught we are getting it. So next EC we are getting. Next we can see that charged conducting sphere. Next charged conducting sphere. Charged conducting sphere. Charged conducting sphere. Charged conducting sphere means it's uniformly we are considering. This is what uniformly. The charges distributed, it is the uniformly. So this is a sphere only, uniform charge is going to be distributed on the sphere. Okay, so then we are taking the radius from the center of this one to that surface is the what r, that will be what radius, and this is the one point O to the point somewhere, so that is r we are taking it, so that is the what r. Okay, there are 3 points we can take it. A, it is outside the point sphere. B, it is the on the sphere. C, inside the sphere. What will be the its electric field and also the what potential we are going to understand. Now at the EA, electric field outside the sphere we are writing that KQ by R we are writing. So it is R is much greater than capital R. R is much greater than capital R. So that is E equal to KQ by R square. It's what KQ divided by R square. So next EB value we are going to calculating, that is EB on the surface, that is KQ divided by capital R square. So here R is equal to capital R. So next R equal to capital R. And electric field inside the conductor, that is equal to 0. Electric field inside the conductor. So why it is equal to 0? Because inside there is a constant equipotential. We are going to see that potential it will be the what constant, and there is no charge. Okay, charges it will be not there. So inside the, because of that electric field is equal to 0. That is Q equal to 0. There is no electric flux. If there is no electric flux, then electric field is not there according to the Gauss law. That is R is less than capital R. So that is the one case we can understand it. Now what will be about this what potential? The potential means at the A point VA equal to KQ by R. So that is R is much greater than capital R, and VB equal to KQ divided by R. So that is R is equal to capital R. And VC, whatever the surface potential will be there, no, inside also the same thing we can see that is VC equal to KQ divided by R. So that is R is much less than the what capital R. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll continue. Okay, so these are the important points we have discussed now. So okay, thank you.